Well, 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 if it isn't the coolest lady in the land. I think she's pretty cool, at least. I would put up posters of her, and the posters would be up there, and then you would go, wow, who's that lady? I would go, oh, that's Yamina. You know, she's like a big old badass who has a sword, and she beats orcs. But then she makes friends with the orcs, because that's just how cool she is. Man. And sometimes people walk through her. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. I hope you're doing peachy keen on so many levels. I hope you're doing peach cobbler, in fact. You know, I was just listening to a few of the Gotrek and Felix books. Or I have been listening to the Gotrek and Felix books for a while now because I like to listen to them in the background while I do other things. Sometimes I'm just kind of messing around, or I'm at work just sitting there not really doing a whole heck of a lot, going ba 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 ba. I'm a cat, you know, as you do. And I was listening to one of them, and this one was called Kinslayer, and it was written by somebody else. It was kind of a downer. It had a lot of downer type stuff, and I'm like, this isn't the lighthearted adventure I had come to expect. So I kind of stopped listening to it. I'll probably finish it at some point because, you know, somebody still put a lot of work into that story, and they still deserve, you know, if I should still try and check it out type deal. But honestly, I was just like, I don't want to listen to a downer story. I want to come into the world of Warhammer, which is full of positivity and wonder. Yay. Did you think so, Mr. Fusilier? Oh. Man, he's got like really intense eyes. Wait, let's get a little closer. Did you think so, Mr. Fusilier? No? Just gonna stare at the tree. Okay, that's fine. He's a cool guy, though. Did you see his armor? His armor is pretty cool. I bet he's some kind of hero type person who's done all kinds of heroics. You know, one of the things I really like about Warhammer is that despite how dark and big and spooky so much of it is, there's like always people, like little guys, fighting against these big odds and beating them down. You know, like everybody talks about how Warhammer is like super duper miserable, but I feel like Warhammer is actually the perfect place to talk about, like, you know, people doing the right thing and people, you know, fighting against horrors and coming out on top, you know? And, you know, chaos being beaten back in a lot of ways. It's kind of funny to think about, because I don't really think chaos could have ever actually ended the old world if the writers didn't suddenly go, yeah, no, we're done with this. Because I think that the Lizard Man and the Empire and all these other peoples and the dwarves and the high elves and all these other people could easily have stopped the Chaos Boys through their magical superiority and their superiority of being nicer than them and stuff like that. Because, you know, being nice, honestly, kindness can take you a very long way. I mean, it might sound kind of silly, but really and truly, it can take you a very long way. If you're willing to embrace kindness, you'll find that it is often very rewarding. And even if it's not necessarily materially rewarding, it's very rewarding, like, internally. Like, your heart will be gladdened by it. And it's weird because, you know, a lot of people are like, I don't want to be kind. I just want to, you know, have an easy time and, you know, screw that guy because he was mean to me. I understand. A lot of people are not nice. But you should be, you know, embracing kindness as much as you possibly can. I would try to redeem some of these cultists, but, you know, I think they're NPCs, so they can't really be redeemed. They're just kind of like, you know, I have a function. I am serving this function at this junction. And that's understandable. Although I have occasionally played on the destruction side. Die? I don't feel like it right now, thank you. I've occasionally played on the destruction side and sent out messages like, "Hey, I hope everybody's having a great day," and I usually get some good messages back. So it's all good. There's good people everywhere. Upper. I do feel like we should embrace kindness. But yeah, I really like Warhammer in the sense that I really like having these big armies kind of overcome their differences and defeat people trying to cause harm. And I really like these soupy armies. I have this cool Australian friend who's gonna let me do I'm gonna do this really weird thing where it's like a 2,000 point game, but I'm gonna do 1,000 points to dwarves and 1,000 points of empire, and we're also gonna have an Amazon unit thrown in there. And the Amazon unit is like one of these oh hey, I wave it, lady. Oh my oh, he's on the wrong one, that's why. Ugh, we gotta defeat this big scary man. He wears a bird mask. Where did you get that bird? We must defeat him for the good of the Empire. Yay, Empire good. Ooh, a purple. I didn't even know. I completely forgot they even did purples. Let's see. Anything cool? Ooh. Praxis corset? I wonder what that looks like. I just want to see if it looks different. Ooh, it does. Interesting. Here, I'm going to send this person a message. Yeah, I'm asking to do the public quest. See, because you gotta embrace kindness and help out people where you can. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh joy, now I have a friend. See, making friends is always possible. But I will finish my talk later so that me and this person can play. And not be recorded by me, Because they're pretty cool and I don't want to record them without blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Look, some more people came along. And they have a lion. And isn't that a cool lion? I like the lion. Okay, and now I'm running over here to the hard public quest because the High Elf White Lion mentioned it as we were running around and stabbing folks. And I felt like that would be a good place to go. Sometimes you gotta... Oh boy. Sometimes you gotta work together and defeat the enemy. You gotta run around and use your positivity and your big sword to make a Norse guy go, I'm not allowed to raid here. Because remember, they're not allowed to raid here. Because raid doesn't seem like it's a Shadow Legends kind of thing to do. Not when you're raiding actual people's farms and stuff. Although I have to ask, these guys don't seem like they're wearing very much. So I would think they would, you know, need some like pants. I don't know, like all of these. Oh, not pants, like shirts. A lot of these guys look like they should be wearing, more shirts. Don't you think their nipples would be like hard as like diamonds by at this point, and could like cut through glass with how cold and salty the air is? I don't know. Just a thought, a cat thought, if you will. But yeah, I feel like we should always try to aspire to being a good type person. We should always aspire to bring kindness into our lives. And we should always remember that, a lot of people who are in a bad position or are doing the wrong thing now, they were put there by their circumstances rather than, wanting to necessarily be a bad person all the time. That's why sometimes you gotta remember, even if somebody's annoying or somebody's doing something you don't like, they're not necessarily out to get ya type deal. Or, like, even if they are out to get you, they're not necessarily always evil eye. I don't need this. Oh, wait, let's see here. North Sea dogs and then tents burned. Okay. I gotta burn them tents. Oh, he's doing it for me. Isn't he just the greatest high elf you ever done met? Wow. Very coolness. Oh my goodness, it's a horse's butt. Yeah, I actually made a couple of friends there. That was pretty cool. I just didn't want to record them without their permission, or at least not a bunch of recording them. You get to see them, and it's like a little teaser. You're like, oh, hey, that's an elf. Oh, hey, that's a lady with an eye patch. I like the lady with the eye patch. And I go, yeah, indeed. Aren't they really cool and good and stuff? And yeah, they were kind, and we got to do some public quests together, and that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. And I'm still in these colors. We did the hard quest and we killed a hero and everything, but I gotta say, if this is the best chaos has to offer, we're probably fine. And I don't think it is though, because there's some chaos players out there who could make a real mess of things, and they tell me, "Hey, I'll shake my crab claw at you," and I'll say, "Hey, I like crab claws. They can be cool. You know what I mean, Jimmy?" Oh, here, let's go over here to do this quest while I talk. But yeah, I always liked Warhammer for being able to, like, have the little guy beat the big guy, Like, have Gotrek beat up a big old troll or a demon or something. Folks come out on top. That's always been really cool, I think. Nothing in vain. Okay, so we can turn this quest in. My horse is a big butt. It takes up a lot of the screen. Hello! I'm turning in a quest. I don't think it's going to matter. I'm probably just going to sell it. Yeah. Oh. Okay, then. But yeah. It's also always great because, with the Empire, you get, like, the guns, faith, and steel type deal. Oh. I don't know if I finished, but yeah, talking about the other thing. The reason I was bringing a unit of Amazons with my 1,000 points of dwarves and 1,000 points of empire, is because like the whole backstory of Yamina and her family, the Vitales, and like how they've traveled all over the place. And my idea was that they, uh, because this person allowed it because they're cool, um, they could bring one unit from like Ind or Amazons or Cathay or something like that. And so I'm gonna try bringing one unit of. Oops, I dropped something. I'm gonna try bringing one unit of Amazon warriors, and we're gonna just see how that goes for me. I don't know. I think it might be a little broken, and I'm hoping that it won't be too powerful. We'll see what happens. And if it is too powerful, then I won't do it again because I don't want to make it unfair for the other person. Although I think one unit is probably fine. I think the two separate armies, there's some benefit to that, and there's also some drawbacks. Or for instance, like I can't just put as many points into rare things really, because since there's two smaller armies, I actually it like divides my rare stuff in half, so I can't actually just bring all the stuff I want. So pillagers. Oh, okay. So that's kind of unfortunate because otherwise I think I would bring a lot of like rocket batteries and stuff like that. But I think I didn't actually. I think I brought one rare. I brought one rare um thing, and that's pretty neat, I think. Oop. I'm going to defeat the Chaos Boys because they did not say the nice things to me. Oh, Norse savages. We shouldn't call them that. They're Norse scary man. They're allowed to be scary man. It's not nice to use the word savage, game. It's 2023. Come on. Come on. But you know what I mean. But yeah, no. I always loved it when like in the Gotrek and Felix books, you'd always have these moments where like everything seems like it's about to be lost, but then Gotrek or Felix or somebody would always manage to come out at the end and manage to box in the ears or cut throat of whatever big monster was trying to kill him and all that, and that was really cool. I really enjoy the Gotrek and Felix books. Well, okay, I enjoyed them when they were all written by, I think it's William King. When they were all written by the original authors, I like those books. It seems now that they transferred over to a new author um, for the two End Times books. Those aren't as great. I don't like those as much. But then the Gotrek and Felix books, or the Gotrek books in Age of Sigmar, are pretty cool. They're actually some of my favorite Age of Sigmar novels. I greatly enjoy reading those. Hello. I also love Sigmar because he is cool, man. Who am love. Oh wait. Find a wild. Him is cool, man. Who seems to care about his empire and the people within it, and that's great. I like a leader who cares about the people, because I care about my people. I'm sure you all care about your people too, so we should all care about each other. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But yeah, I like those adventure books, and sometimes like Warhammer goes into dark territory, but like there's like I guess that's what makes like the bits of light in it so much nicer, you know. I keep Okay, Pillager is one of the ones I actually need to kill. But like the people standing up against the darkness, because the world sometimes does seem pretty dark, although Makali is always there, so you always have light and faith and love to lean on, which is nice. You know, sometimes it can still seem dark to us in our limited perceptions. So sometimes it's really cool to, you know, have a series where it's like, oh man, all this darkness is trying to push in on me. But then, you know, Yamina, this cool lady, shows up with a big sword and she goes, no, no, no more pillaging. And then she kills the pillagers and sends them back. Ooh. Why is there a gigantic rat? There is. I don't know. I just think stuff like that is really cool. And, you know, if we could, you know, maybe capture a couple of these Norsemen and teach them the ways of our people and why their existence is silly. Or, like, why the way they're going about things is silly. Maybe they would learn. I mean, come on, man. You can't really want to, like, just run around the wilderness with, like, this on and, like, terrible hair and, you know, being a bad person. Actually, I guess maybe there are some people. Let's go to the red. This guy's bigger than the other ones. I'm gonna jab him. And the jab was had. Where is this Edwald person? I'm assuming it's like a body I have to find. I feel like I remember this quest from a while ago, but I probably walked past him or something. But yeah. And you know, like, Max Shriver was always fun. And stuff like that. Oh, Grace Flagland. Wait, actually here. Near Trader's Crossing. Well, I think I'm at. Is he up over here? Maybe he is. We'll find that man. And he will be returned. To be poked. But you know, even when there's a lot of dark stuff around you, you can always remember that you have more strength than you realize and you can come out on top. This is probably a pretty meandering video, but hey, that's all my videos. I always kind of go blah, 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 blah. It's fun. It's my favorite thing to do. My end is near. Oh, are you trying to tell me the end of the video? Oh, okay. I understand. Thank you. Yeah, see, he gave me the cue, so I will just say for now, remember to always try to be kind and always try to be good. And yes, sometimes it's difficult, but it's worth it in the end. I always think so. And don't forget to hug somebody you love. And, if you don't have anybody to hug, you can hug me. I'm very fluffy. Very fluffy and huggable. Okay, bye. Have a good one.